at one point or another in the previous two maps. I think this is the best map in terms of compositions for both teams. I really like every potential that could come out from both of them.
Yeah, I especially love the double intel for the Soniqs here. Ascent is a map where you can gather so much intel from range with your Sova and with your Sky, so I think that's great to see. And early on, it is going to be Soniqs starting off on the attack, Rise on the defense. Winner here, well, Max, they're on to the grand finals, a chance for a lion's share of that $5,000 prize pool. Soniqs, they did it last month. Can they do it again? It's going to take a fight, because Rise is looking good, and he's their chance to show us what they're worth on the defensive side of Ascent.
Oh, only one body was on B. It would have been a great chance for Soniqs to rush their way through, but they choose to go for A instead, and right off the rip we do see a double blind, or maybe a potential blind, and a cloudburst coming on through. Poise up top, already dodging and weaving their way onto Generator. Plix, though, lagging a little behind, still able to make the work go in, and suddenly, well, no one on Rise actually on site. It's all going to be Molly Play and Shock Darts trying to compete, and it's not going to connect at all. Planting off of default, pistols in hand, Iron opens the seal for map number 3, the final map to see who goes on to the grand finals, and yet Derek and company playing slow here, looking for the intel, looking to create space in order to get onto the site. It's finding some success, dodging their way down. One inside Howl is not going to last much longer. Things are looking more in the favor of Rise, and the bodies keep on melting, and Mimi very lit up. Calypso pushes on forwards, able to find trains. Ian now, the IGL of Soniqs trying to make it through, unable to check corners.
Very nice retake out of Rise there. The plant wasn't denied, and it was into that 5v5 initially, but where they picked things up was just in some of those individual pop-offs. The Soniqs were looking to fight that control towards the tree room. That's where they went a little bit wrong, because 2 of their players died in that position. From then on out, Smoke isolated the man in main. Ian wasn't able to muster too much, so it's a super nice retake out of Rise. They start strong on this pistol round. If I recall, in that last half, they went 1 for 1 on the pistols, and I believe in the first map as well. So both these teams, they're all right at the pistol rounds, and definitely an important factor here on Ascent, as it's the buy-in for Rise. Nothing much to show for the Sonic side besides maybe just that one sheriff for Ian.
Yeah, I mean, getting more and more important as things go on, not only in the competitive sphere of Valorant, but for Soniqs and Rise as well. A lot of the time, that's really dictated how the momentum of this early half has gone. Ian, though, gonna reveal some of the location with the tripwire going down. No killjoy on the side of Rise, which I think will be interesting for post plants. No lockdown utility. But Soniqs, on the other hand, are playing it so slow that won't be a factor just yet.
Not quite yet. Slow one here. Spam away. Calypso. Oh, the timing for Ian was rough there. Not able to adjust. Calypso sprays away too. The one danger man in the round is already dead, so this should be a free one for Rise. Bob? Well, maybe she can get something done. It's just a classic. Dizzy has found some timing here, but it's one in close. Shanks shuts down. Round is done. Bob can't even muster a frag, so 2-0 up for Rise early on off a nice conversion.
Oh, beautiful work for Rise again. We've seen this happen in every single map as of now. Early picks, usually we don't see too much of a trade early on after the pistols. It does lead its way. But again, the momentum factor has been huge. And I stopped for a second because I saw on the board, round 3, similar to what Dizzy I believe brought out on Bind. We see Shanks now round 3 with an up.
Yeah. Shanks here. He's been good at it before. Ooh, there was actually a push up there for Dizzy Life. Shanks will fall back. Not going to take the fight too early on. He's actually re-aggressing, double dipping here. Needs the frag. He dies early on. That gets problematic for Rise, but still chilled out. Soniqs not overcommitting anything just yet and just seeking some information, but look at the mid push.
Yeah, this is aggressive.
Smoking towards Link.
This is so aggressive right now. One still blocked out. Flash potential inside of A main. Soniqs none the wiser. Oh, they're able to find one, but it's the straggler. Things have been revealed. Now everyone needs to escape. Everyone on Soniqs now trapped inside A main. They have to push onto the site in order to find leverage. They may be the ones to play the defenders now if they can get onto the site. Outrace Rise, and they're able to do so. Shanks, though, still with the op in hand. Might be able to find some shots, but the dog, he's going to go down instead. Pierced through by a bullet. Is going to be able to make their way gone. Dizzy, though, trying to take more control of the site, hides in the way under Hell, but there is going to be a penetrative light machine gun of the Ares in the way. Back and forth, trades so much. Clicks and Dizzy able to find those ones, but a triple comes out for Dizzy instead. A 1v1 now. A single bullet can take down Dizzy. Hiding away, looking up, but right at the wrong time, Calypso comes by.
Dizzy Life almost had it, kills practically everyone, but the man advantage was just a little too much. Early play up towards mid, nets 3 frags, Calypso the safe hands to close it out in the end. Oh, that round almost slipped away from Rise. So damn close.
Yeah. One thing I like too is that there wasn't really a big amount of pressure. Like the whole round wasn't centered towards Shanks finding the op kill, right? They tried finding the opening pick in mid at the beginning, weren't able to do so, and the counter adaptation from Rise was just the blind out tiles and push towards Cat. You very rarely see that.
You don't. And that's what bonus buys allow you, right? That's the rounds you don't expect to win. You can do the ballsy plays. Iron was the guy who could have been able to find that information, but the smoke blocked him. Wasn't able to get it done. More aggression out of Rise. Neptune playing off the Owl drone, spots out Plix, but he'll fall back. All of the Sonics are playing in towards Link here. Maybe just a straight up mid push. There's a Dripwire for here from Calypso. They'll know the information, but it's actually a drone to break it. How suspicious will they be off of that? Maybe a little more so, because re-clear in towards mid. Dizzy has the eyes onto Derek.
Bit of a stall out now. Cloudburst could be pushing through regardless. Able to find the exits. A double kill. They lined up, ready to be destroyed. Poised, good for 2. The remainders, the survivors, if you will, pushing through Cad, trying to make their way forwards. But Calypso on the other side, camera in hand, here's the footsteps in. Well, like a bowling pin, able to find a strike. Another round for Rise, 4 in a row, and 3 for Poised.
Huge lineup here from Poised. It was also important who he killed. That was Dizzy Life. The one man with the blade storm taken care of. I believe when the hero, one of the rifles they had maybe recovered was dropped too, so the remainder of the Sonics just had the pistols. Nothing much they could get done there. It's a great early lead for Rise. Great start, but we have seen the Sonics be good in these comebacks, be good in these close games. This is where they strive, but Shanks maintains control of his operator. There's no response yet from Dizzy Life. There's not the economy to support it. Now he's repositioned. Aggressive towards A main, and the spike position towards mid. This might be Shanks' test.
Run it back, gonna be a safety net in case the test doesn't work out. Oh, maybe not though. We do see the op trying to go on forwards, doesn't work. Blix and company now aware that there's an op wielder, and well, there was an op wielder, and that the run it back was nearby. Neptune, of course, gonna get on backwards a little bit more. The recall's been made, maybe, and it's turning into a bit of a default centering towards B. Wait, opening shots do come through again. Bob able to find poise, lowering the numbers much more for the defense. Could be some trade potential. Flashes off the table for the sides of Sonics. Pushing forwards now, Bob and company attempting to make something work here. Calypso again, the defensive warrior, able to collapse upon everybody. Double kill now. Dizzy's gonna be the last one alive, right around the corner. Like it's no problem, you would think, but Dizzy can't find it.
Plix dying in mid there was really important. They caught him on the drop down, isolated that duel. That meant they felt safe to clear up through mid, had the pinch in. And Calypso, he was the anvil to the hammer of the rest of Rise. He finds 2 in the site. Derek pinches in, closes things off. It's Rise continuing this momentum, this honestly monumentous streak of 5. Shanks still has his op. I don't think it's even left his hand since he initially bought it, because there's always a teammate to recover. There's always someone to keep him on it. And even when he's not finding an entry every round, it's the pressure he puts up with that. You have to be afraid. You have to respect Shanks when he's on that up, because he will always be switching things up, always taking a new aggressive line. This time it's towards A. He wasn't really tested too much last time, but there's another chance. Bots one out, but it's a dash away. Another retake on the cards for Rise.
Oh, and that could have been a great opportunity for Shanks to find that opening pressure, opening pick as well, but had the force off because of the line of sight denial. So many smokes going down. Shanks now relegated to using the shorty, trying to destroy the molly, unable to do so in time, but stalled off by it. Floor is somewhat lava with the electronic bits going on through, piercing their toes, trying to find at least one towards the back, poking forwards. The arm gets blown off of Ian. She's out of commission. Now in the favor of Rise and company. You do see knives going on through, unable to find the connection though. The rest of Rise seems to have it covered. Everyone else on Sonics forced back towards Wine. There is a Hunter's Fury though. This could be the leverage maker, the game changer, if you will. It's going to go into play.
Holding.
The chance to bring it back. They're going to hold the shots. So many different buys to work with here. Just push on forwards. They have bodies to spare. And that was a valiant attempt from Bob, but she wasn't able to make it through in a 1v4.
Got so close there for a moment, but Rise, they had just a really nice retake. It ended up in the 5v5. Ian died on the site. That was important because that's your Molly's gone. This isn't the no duelist comp. This isn't the same level of post plant potential. It will take fights being won, and that just didn't happen. Rise really coordinated on the push up, find the picks necessary. A lot of this we have to give credit to Calypso. The man is 10-0 right now on the Cypher. Just a battering ram running through the Soniqs, and it's 6-0 up. This feels like bind, but it's the other way around. It's Soniqs on the back foot. They need to fix this. They need to improve if they want a chance into the grand finals. Because, well, it is a defensive-sided map. You need probably at least 4 rounds to feel comfortable. 3, well, it's doable, still risky. And this round doesn't look likely either. It's just the pistol. Sheriff's up for flicks. He should find info off the blind. Actually, he didn't even get the blinded call. He went too deep with it. Didn't your main. Now he will, but it doesn't matter because Poise sprays away. For 2 in the catwalk. Dizzy life down low as well. He has the spike. Could lose it here. There's a pinch from Calypso. He's yet to die yet because Dizzy has to start that, but Flicks dies towards main. Down goes Dizzy. Out goes the round. It's Bob with a Sheriff. This feels unwinnable. She's positioned in main. Fight with Calypso. Spots out the jump, but he has the shot. Has the timing. 7-0 up. Flawless streak continues.
Mirror mode again. 200 CC. Seems like Rise may have a blue shell going into the end streak of the final map. And as of now, again, Calypso, we highlighted him at the end of the last round. You would think a caster's curse would come by and make that maybe 10-1. No, it kept on going. 12-0 now, the defensive mastermind coming in what seems to be their home turf. And it was just all about winning these defensive gunfights.
This would be a big upset if Soniqs lose. This would be a big one. They won the last tournament. Rise is yet to be able to defeat them in a best of 3 and be a huge position. They've already taken on map. They've already taken their stride. They're feeling good right now. Soniqs no tac pause up yet, which surprises me. They have another chance, another A hit on the cards. Calypso holds here.
Oh, Dizzy Live gonna rush on in. Does have the knives out. Very up close, very personal. Oh,
Not
Calypso
cleared.
around the corner again. 14-0 now. Been able to make it work. Oh, so unbelievably well. Still alive. No contested as of yet. A mowdown underway. Soniqs blades of grass able to take down Calypso. A 14-0 KD now. Neptune leveraging the odds again with a molly kill. So much utility being brought forward. 8-0. Maybe taking some pages out of Soniqs' playbook by bringing out so much utility.
The rotates were in so quickly from Rise. They're reading this game perfectly right now. Soniqs committed a bit of utility. Rise was just ready for it. Everyone is already on the site. 4 players there ready to set up, and they tear apart the Soniqs. Nothing was done in their favor there. Nothing went to them. Is this attack pause? This has to be, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
yes.
it is attack pause. Thank God, finally.
Hallelujah.
Normal. I mean, what? I honestly, Valorant teams with like the timing they pick on tap pauses makes me tear my hair out. I come from CS:GO, and it's like normally like the standard thought behind it there is like once you lose more than 4 or 5 rounds in a row, that's when you pause. Yeah, you have more tac pauses in that game, but still here, 8 in a row, guys. You needed to fix the plan sooner. Wasn't able to happen, and it's also a pause before like a lighter buy. Crunchy's maybe considering the hero rifle here, but that's all they have to work off of.
Oh. I mean, at least you guys get tac pauses. Where I come from in Siege, the only way you get a tac pause is unplugging the Ethernet wire. So, I mean, at least you have that to work with here.
We don't talk about Siege. Oh, no.
Oh, good lord. But I mean, at the very least, there is this amount of time to go through. No extra hassle. Oh, what is going on the screen?
You're in hell now. The upside down world.
I mean, 8-0 for Rise. Soniqs did take the tac pause. Maybe that's how they feel right now.
Yeah, I was hyping Shanks and Derek coming out into this game, but this is kind of a Calypso diff right now. The man is 14-1. 2 players from the Soniqs have only mustered a single frag across 8 rounds. This is rough.
The C in Calypso stands for consistency. The rest of it just stands for Ellipso. With that being said, though, Dizzy pushing forwards inside of main or mid might be able to find some work, but it's actually going to be a paranoia on the other side for Poise to go out and maybe rush. Both on 2 different sides. The Molly forcing out the reposition for Dizzy. It's actually going to be a bit of a
Look at that
wide
utility.
swing. Triple wide swing. So much utility used here. I have to stop for a second and think, what exactly are Soniqs trying to do? They do have 2 ults to work with here. A minute left. But they're being stalled out by even the most, any smokes they see.
they're just chilling out. Like, they're looking for Rise to give a fight, but Rise hasn't been giving them away, really. The only man who consistently fights early on is Shanks, and he has a tailwind. You're not going to get him in a clean 1v1. Lockdown up. It's a save round. This is an interesting commitment. They're really trying to make this work because they have committed the rifles. Bit of a force buy. They need this now. What does that clear? What does that even give them? Maybe some mid control?
Yeah, some space. I think that's
Shanks
the best
is
way
here,
to go. Oh, but Shanks, he's an absolute wall at times. Able to find one, potentially two, trying to find the flank on the other side. Ion's gonna fall in. It's just a massacre again. Rise able to find so many on the board. Last one alive now, Dizzy, who went away from the pack now, trying to go towards B main, straight into the grasp of a recombo. If not the Sova, others will find the angles. Derek takes him down instead, 9-0 against the Australian champions at First Strike.
They forced that round. Look at the money now. They're forcing again. This is so strange right now. This is really strange because Rise is just, I mean, man, they are looking unparalleled. Yeah, Soniqs are making some weird plays and some mistakes, but Rise is also just stepping up to bat. There is a reason that the Soniqs is slipping, and that is because they are getting pummeled right now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They need rounds. They need them soon. That round, they just kind of sat around in mid and got torn apart. A late round push into Rise, and they found nothing. Calypso's on the site here. Seeker in his fate still finds a fight. Finally taken down by Plix, but it's a double back by Poise. Stays even. 3v3. Maybe a chance for the first Soniqs round, but Shanks just diving in quickly. Hunter's Fury up. Fight on in. The duelists dive forward. Neptune running it back into the site. It's Shanks for one. Neptune another. Who's left? It's Dizzy Life. Needs something, but Neptune has two. 10 in a row now for Rise.
Holy crap. I mean, by now, Rise already had 1 point against Soniqs. It was the only point they got on by, but they had one nonetheless. Rise, though, 10-0. This is a very far cry from the second map we saw between both teams.
This is very, very interesting. What can the Soniqs do to at least make this competitive? 10-2, a chance? A chance maybe. They're good in the comeback. I don't know if they're that good.
Well, to be the best of the best, to win the Pittsburgh Night May Spring Fling, you have to be able to win it back, a flawless streak. But Neptune still holding bottom of arches. Really aggressively proused, actually. Might be able to find one, curveball goes by, unable to find the shots. Dizzy's able to find the opening pick, but immediately gets traded out. Trade after trade after trade between both teams. Still Soniqs come out on top, but for how long? Not very long. It's now a 3v3. Shanks is able to find one, Cloud bursts their way through. Now they could potentially find up to 3 more, depending on how things go. Doggy in hand, Crunchy secures the kill. It's down to your skeleton crew. This is the first time we've seen a deficit in the hands of Rise. Down to Calypso, down to Derek. Shock Dart on default, actually taking so much damage on the Dizzy. Spike didn't go under just yet. Gravity Well could be misused. Calypso coming through on tree, unaware the door is closed. Flank watch from 2. Dizzy backing off, gets healed up by Plix. They have to play the post plant so far back. The door opens up. There's not many angles that Derek and Calypso can watch in tandem. They have to split up and divide and conquer. Odin in hand though, trying to find penetration shots, not having the luck that Rise needs at the moment. 2 on the sides to the right, 1 on the left. Plix may have a great angle on the Calypso if they poke up a little bit more. No, instead they're gonna hunt for it. They're able to find 1. Almost makes it 2, but Crunchy's good for 3. Derek now needs to find the kills. There's no other choice. Could mow them down, turn them into blades of grass. Able to find the intel. They have to run away. It may be too late to go for the defuse. This could be the first round Soniqs gets, and they're able to do so. There's not enough time. They have to escape.
I think Crunchy dies though. The economy crippled. It's a round. It's what they need, but I don't even know if it's enough to muster a win, to muster a comeback here. It'll take something huge. Look at that money, man. There's nothing left. There's nothing left for Soniqs right now. They need to work something big here to give us some competition, to give us something in this game. But Rise, well played to them thus far. Shanks, even though he's not always hitting the heroic shots on the operator, he always has the pressure on. He's always making himself a nuisance, getting in their face. Poison, Calypso, both having standout performances. Dizzy Life has the blades now. This is the first time we've seen them even attempt B. I don't think we've seen a single B finish this game.
We haven't. We saw some B finishes with Dizzy Life, but that was already after the rest of Soniqs got taken down. A lot of it's gone towards mid, some towards A. And maybe that stagnation, having the same predictable paths over and over, maybe Rise is playing into that.
Shuri up. Next on to Neptune. Could net a frag, won't happen. Just the tag for Bob. She's normally so good with those ults. Won't happen this time though.
Not this time.
Mid hit here.
Towards mid. Nothing yet though. Everyone at Rise are playing really safe right now, Mimi.
Man is quite deep already. Bob pushing up towards Cat. Oh, the dash in for Dizzy. What is going on? What?
Huh?
What did I just watch? Derek? Derek's just better, I guess. All right, Dizzy. That is... let's just ignore it. Let's move on. Because they're still around at hand. Soniqs down a man. Shanks sitting in this molly, fighting through it, and he'll die too. The Jets, well, they seem to be malfunctioning. Both die without a frag. Derek now in the back line. It's a spray away. Down goes the from the shadows. 3-on-3. Sight found. Bob pushing towards Market, looking to make a play here. She needs one. She dies here. Round could be over. Poised in position. Line up. Almost. Calypso tucks in. Flash through. Bob dies. 2v2. Hat thrown. Information over. Both known in the back of the site. Utility up for Crunchy. Same for Flix to work off of. It's one curveball for Neptune. Healthy is Calypso. He spots out one towards the back site. Flix jiggling. Sees one on the stairs. Out on the site now. Calypso ready for the fight. Double swing. But he adjusts for both! Calypso! What is that?
Holy crap, I am in awe. I don't care who...
11-1.
Hey look, we don't have an analyst desk. We have just us. No amount of analysis can help cover what exactly is going on here. Yeah, get that reversal. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Calypso is feeling it.
Spray transfer of a god right there. 17-3. I can't do that math. 6 KD? Almost. It has to be 18, right? 3, 6, 9. Yeah.
They lose the pistol, game's over. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I mean, where have we said that before, right? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I think I said those exact words, but
You did.
the scores were reversed.
You're on the wrong page.
This is literally the exact same thing. Yeah, what happened to the script? Script has been flipped. We might get a crazy upset here. It looks really likely.
Damn right.
Could be Rise versus Renegades in the grand finals. Could be something new, something fresh. Shanks pushing up here. Bob holds on the site. A lot is in her hands. Crunchy has to push past. Shanks already in deep max.
Shanks might be able to find IN. This could be huge. Taking down the Killjoy. Oh, no. It's going to go in the favor of Soniqs. Of course, there's another battle going on inside of B main. It's going to be Dizzy able to find Poised instead, but now full control, it seems, going towards B side. IN good for another one's able to line up and knock him down. Another one still to worry about, though. That's going to be Neptune inside of B main. There is going to be a grab well attempted to go on by. Right on the other side of the wall, Neptune takes advantage of the situation. Curveball out afterwards. Has the location. Grab well, no. Concussion actually going to plow on by. Finds it all through all the trials and tribulations of so much damaging utility. Last one alive now is going to be Rise on Derek. Trying to make something work. Oh, good for one. Almost good for two, but Bob saves the day.
Pistol round found. It was a nice retake from the Soniqs. It's something to put their feet on, but no time for relaxation just yet. 9 rounds to their senior that they would have to fight back up against. They'd be able to invest some money here. Rise is going to invest in the Deagles. I actually really like this because they just need to keep the Soniqs economy on edge. Don't let the Soniqs build something up. Don't let the Soniqs build their momentum. Keep these rounds bloody. Keep them hard fought. Because you only need 2.
You know, the difference here is that Soniqs got a second round. We don't know what would happen after this point because we never saw it on map 1. Now that the pistol round's been won for them, the bonus buy theoretically should go in their favor. This could be a gigantic comeback for them right now. We're gonna have to wait and see. Dizzy's already trying to find some opening shots towards tiles, but actually one to worry about up close and personals. Calypso. Good lord. But on the other side. Oh no, they flashed themselves, but the gravity well comes in by to help out as well, maybe, but only lights up Derek to oblivion. I don't know. Maybe the flash contributed. Shanks though didn't take any damage.
Out of dodge for now. 5-on-4 to work with. One-man damage. They'll trade over the... They got a Vandal out of that? I didn't even realize there was a Vandal. What? That is a blunder from Soniqs. That could be a game-losing blunder. That could be a tournament-losing blunder.
Stakes are so high right now. Neptune needs to push on forwards. Looking up at the lamppost, though. Goes for the curveball really high up. Actually moves Bob's positioning. 36 seconds left. This is going to turn into a bloodbath. Off screen, we see Ian, though. The IGL removing the spike off the roster of Rise. 2 left alive now. Every round has to be hype as hell from here on out. Soniqs, they're down so far on the board. They need to take down everybody they can. Shanks, last one alive, unable to find the round, closes it up. That's now 3. And what is that, a 9? No. 8 round differential? Whew. That
Count
is
your
hard,
blessings,
producer, thank
Soniqs. You almost just lost that round. They had a gun. They recovered a rifle. These mistakes can't be happening down this far. Soniqs do recover. They're down bad enough that they need to reinvest here, put some rifles on the board. It's actually fairly even buys. Probably, I would almost consider this our first rifle round besides Bob down on that SMG. Remember what we were talking about with Bob in the first map? She was, I think, 15-5. Top frag, dominating in that first game. Now she's struggling, having a tough one.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, because usually this is Sova's best map, competitively speaking. At times, it's almost like a third duelist. You put an Airings or an Odin on B, easy peasy. Not to mention the Hunter's Fury. So I'm a little surprised that that's happening, but Crunchy, though, hiding below inside of Hell, maybe trying to find some poking or, I guess, prodding up above green box, isn't succeeding in that either. But I'm worried about those Astra Stars. That's the Bermuda Triangle.
Falling away here. They were just poking, looking for some damage. 5-on-5 still here. Rise, Calypso's in middle. There's an alarm bot and a molly ready for him if he aggresses. Bob darts mid. Doesn't see anything off of it. Could give a false sense of security, but the molly stops the push up mid. Calypso could still try and commit this now that the alarm is down. Shanks dashing on in the site. This fight huge. Right blind onto Crunchy, but he tucks in on Jen. Bulldog ready. Crunched by 2. Crunchy down. It's 5-on-4 now. Soniqs need this retake. Plix making a play. Only finds 1. Derek has the trade back. Now it's Dizzy Life. Ready for the fight. Bob, which is the SMG, needs something big here. She does damage with the shock dart. Shanks in close. We're waiting for the regroup, Max. We're waiting for something. This could be the final hour for the team from down under.
Nowhere to run.
Is he pushing up now? On doors. Getting caught in the Hunter's Fury slightly. Unable to secure a kill, though. Dizzy's able to make it work, though, and find Shanks. Dropping down below. The spacing needs to be made. Poise has a great position down below. Down under, if you will. Able to secure a double kill against the Australians. One more on the immediate right to worry about. But surrounded. The good, the bad, the ugly coming on down. Calypso brings it the match point. Series point. Semi-finals point.
This has been an insane performance thus far from Rise. Poise especially. Really stepping up. Finds 2 towards Hell. That's the that's the linchpin of the round. He doesn't get those frags. They very well could have lost. It could have been the Soniqs moving on, continuing their streak. I call it a streak, but it was only 2. It's the expected outcome. Bonus round lost. Now look at the money. Dizzy Life has Blade Storm. I think a lot of this has to be him. Get something with the blades.
Oh, Neptune. Oh, sweet Neptune. Like Mrs. Puff. That's all I'm thinking of right now. But with going back to the serious mode really quick, we do see 2 duelists ult on the sides of Rise. They're not going to do a whole lot of impact for a post or even a pre-plant. It might be good to get onto the site because they are running back in knives. But I honestly think waiting for them right now, maybe wait for the mid-round push, especially if Soniqs want to play aggressive, could be the best way to go. But that's the thing, Mimi. Soniqs? Aggression? Not in this set.
That's actually a cool shock dart from Derek. Notice how you get the trick shot call. You only get that when you have a double bounce and then you destroy something or damage a player. He specifically used the double bounce to hear that alarm bot was destroyed. Now they know that the KJ is likely playing towards B off that. They'll exec towards A. At least that's the early setup. No information towards mid. Plix is here ready. Crunchy joins. Run it back in.
Oh. Good for one. Crunchy still trying to find the pre-fire shots. Able to 16. More bodies melting on Sonic's side. 4 on the feed. Only 1 left, though, for
30 seconds left.
Rise. Derek needs to make this work. Very little utility to work with. Only a shock dart. If he can survive almost till the round ends, maybe the post plan, he might be able to succeed and get the recon again. Certainly needs it. A 1v3. Almost no intel to work with besides Heaven's side. And no rushing behind. Nothing personal, kid. It comes through the back. Knives from Shanks. Repositioning everywhere you can. Soniqs finding more rounds.
More rounds. More money in the bank. They're able to muster a bit better of a buy here. Still 1 man down on the lighter weaponry. Good retake there. They lost the initial frag, but they were fighting in close. I think that's what they need to do. Don't give Rise space to work with. Shut them down early. I don't know if aggression is the play because they have a very strong retake setup, right? Especially they have the Seekers here. They have the lockdown here. That's everything they need. Ian has adjusted a little bit. Now he's playing towards mid. The Jet towards B. Bob joins him there. It's up mid this time for Rise.
A lot of mid control now. Rise and company pushing forwards now. The Molly's gonna stifle the push just a tiny bit. Smokes do go in the favor of Rise. Door breaks open. Trying to find that repositioning. This is the hardest part of the round for Rise. They have to make their way onto the side, find the opening gap, and it's actually going to close even further. Shrinking on by. Soniqs again playing the defensive prowess so well. Taking down a highway into a major car accident. 3 for Dizzy now. 1 left alive. It's Calypso again to fall.
They put a lot into that round. You can see the nerves for the Soniqs. They didn't want to lose there. Commit the Seekers. Commit the lockdown. That was everything they had. Now those are drained into the next round. From the shadows up for Poise. They can try and make something work off of that. Rise, remember, they only need 1 round. They're not stressing. They don't care just yet. They're fine. So many opportunities to close. Overtime, not even a thought in their head. But the Soniqs, they cannot think about that match point. 1 round.
At a time.
Building blocks into an empire. Rome wasn't built in a day, and this comeback can't be either. Has to be slow, has to be meticulous. 1 player making 1 mistake could knock them out of the tournament. Do or die.
Every round that we see now could potentially be the series point. Rise, they need to find that opening pick. They've been struggling so hard to find the entry similar to what we had seen on Haven. They had a great buffer going into the second half here, but they can't squander it just yet. You're absolutely right, Mimi. No overtime just yet. Not even a thought in their heads. But they still need to be able to find a really concise way of getting onto the site.
Pitches moved again. Ian's committed in towards the B site. He'll hold alone there. Bob is the anchor towards middle. All drawn up from her. Did that see Calypso?
I
don't know if
I don't think it did. I don't think so. But
I'm not sure how important that is, because Bob is still holding the cross. Now the recon reveals that it's a possibility. Calypso, we've yet to see a big lurk from him. Maybe this is the round to do so.
Cyber Kid
shows
shows up.
face. Bob ready. She needs to fight, can't win it. Calypso wins the fight now. The Cypher ultimate out to play. Spike on a rotation towards B. They know that Ian's alone, but Plix pushes in off the bird. Finds back into a 4-on-4. No rotations in for Ian, though. He is alone. This is his Alamo. The final stand for the Sonics could come down to this.
Calling David Crockett now. We have to see Ian from the back. Bo, how's Dizzy Life coming in clutch as well? Needs to take over CT side, but the smokes are in the way.
10 seconds.
Ian, oh, there's no time. You're absolutely right. Ian's gonna fall too. Sonics, they only have 3 left. They're losing bodies, but Plix and Dizzy are leveraging the odds a little bit more. A 2v2, a 1v2. Plix good for 3. Falls another one. It's gonna be Sonics now. 6-12.
Holy, that round was so close. They just were trying desperately to deny the spike plant. Plix really the man to save it all there. Found the opening frag to return it into a 4-on-4. Gets 2 on the retake. Stepping up when he needs to. Dizzy Life is as well. The rest of the team needs to follow suit. Make their stand. Have their impact. Bob has a Hunter's Fury. It's available as well for Derek. Where will they take this? Just a lighter buy. I'm guessing the goal here, get a plant, try and force that ult out of Bob. You want that Hunter's Fury gone ASAP because, well, that can be a round-ending ultimate. 1 lurk from Calypso. Everyone else committed to A. Has to be Plix and Crunchy to hold on. Spray away. Maybe find 7.
Oh, the dog does stun Shanks a tiny bit more. I don't think a whole lot of damage really brought up against them, but still, the tactical prowess pushing up slowly. Be able to find some luck. Look at all the machine guns on the other side. Eyeing good for one, lines him up, knocks him down, finds yet another. More to go. 3v5 now. Right, again, they get onto the site, they get mowed down, all the utility being used at once. Derek's the last one alive, and the round didn't even go into the double digits. Beautiful work again from Soniqs, and now 5-point differential still does mean a lot, but Soniqs are getting closer and closer to their overtime mark.
They were ready for Calypso's lurk there. That was important. He was trying to make a play in towards Catwalk, but he died for it. Wasn't able to do anything off of that round, so Soniqs keep at it. 7-12 now. Rifles back up. Rifles back up again. I'm interested to see when is the timing for attack pause here, because I don't think Rise has used one just yet. I would say after if they lose this round and after the eco following it, they do so. But that, I mean, we can't even try and look ahead, right? That's a dangerous thought, because it's still 5 rounds left to even start overtime, much less win it.
Round at a time. Dizzy, playing a dangerous game, going for the straight shots in mid, not succeeding. Another Hunter's Fury, which has been granted.
He
Mimi,
dashed.
relocating their way out, able to find Bob. That's huge. No, there's no more intel. Rise finds another one. Bodies are gone. 3 left alive. Seekers are out. I am leveraging the odds a tiny bit more. It does take down Neptune, but no, it's a back and forth. The deaths hurt so much more. For the size of Soniqs, there's only 1 left alive. It's down to Grungy. They're not even near the site. They have to rotate over. They have no idea about intel. 4 left alive. This has to be a miracle play for Crunchy now in order to bring things back into 8-12.
He can isolate voice.
No! They're not able to! Calypso, seemingly out of nowhere, brings it